Surugu-Ya. It's a weird name, one that I hadn't heard of before until quite recently. It's been doing the rounds on TikTok and other social platforms where Gundam people congregate. They had a free shipping offer at the beginning of this month, and to be honest with you, they've had a couple more since. That'd be my first tip. Wait until they do their free shipping offer. It seems to happen quite regularly. But yeah, it almost seems to be like a little bit like Mandarake or something like that. Or, you know, those shops in Japan where people have these glass display cases where they put their own stuff, they pay like a commission or whatever to the shop, and then you just buy it and then they directly get the money for it. It seems to be a bit like an online version of that. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about my experience. So let's pop across to the iPad and take a look at Surugu and what all it has to offer. So this is the website. Before we get into it, so I'll just elaborate on what I was saying before. The reason why I think that this is like almost like a second-hand site, almost, that people sell through, is for one reason. On one of my emails, it said about the item being inspected, so that seems to be that it has to be either sent to Surugu-Ya, because it comes in a branded box, a Surugu box, so it's either sent to them for verification, or they kind of get it off the shelf, like someone's designated shelf, and inspect it, or it's sent to them or whatever. So there has to be some sort of like verification process or quality control. So that's my first thing, which makes me think it's not just a shop dedicated with their own stock. Second thing is you have to pay commission. Now, I didn't realise this until I got through to more of the shipping stage, that there is commission. So just be aware of that there will be a hidden little charge on top that you won't see until right at the end. But for now, so if we go into the store here, so I just typed in Gundam or Gunpla. Now, the issue that I find is that there's a lot of spelling mistakes, like Harrow. When I was looking for Harrows, they were spelt in all different ways. So I just typed in Gundam because that's quite generic. I just searched through to find something Gunpla related. So here we go. So here is a Gundam model kit here. So then I just clicked onto scale models. And now this brings up everything Gundam related under the scale model section. Now, there are quite a few things on here. As you can see with this, Sazabi is spelt completely wrong, which again, I think is just because it's a translation thing, so obviously I'm trying to view it in English. What I also found as well is that there are multiple of the same kit that you'll go through at different prices. Another reason that makes me potentially think that these are different sellers selling through the website. I wouldn't say that anything seems to be overpriced, unless you kind of get to some like the rarer stuff. I think I saw some build fighter add-on parts there that obviously, but they're just really expensive everywhere at the moment because they haven't been reprinted for ages. But nothing seems to be overly cheap. There doesn't seem to be complete bargains on here. I personally would recommend that you don't go for anything regular release. Use this website purely for harder to come by things, like things that might be out of print for a long time, like this old high grade 100 high grade down here. You probably won't find that anywhere particularly easily, or like Gundam base exclusive, P Bandai, stuff like that. Don't come here for the regular stuff. I don't think it's going to be worth it, especially when you've got to pay commission, especially if you've got to pay shipping on top of that, unless they're doing a free shipping thing. And then obviously, depending on how much you order, where you are, you might have taxes and stuff as well. I mean, my overall experience was good. As I say, I think it was lit about a week and a half, 2 weeks from, you know, clicking on it and then it gets into my front door. Everything was fine. It was packaged securely. So yeah, so I will come back to this website again. I will use it again. As I say, just for harder to come by stuff, nothing regular release. And as I say, I'll be personally waiting for the free shipping times. And I will also have to bear in mind that there will also be commission, as I say. But yeah, I'm not sponsored by these guys. This is just my personal opinion of the matter. So buy anything at your own risk, as always. But yeah, it seemed to be all right from my view anyway.